Was she, probably?
That's amazing.
Supposedly you really can't tell, except by looking at the hand.
Not be afraid of hurting anything or
Like AI
They haven't
hands.
perfected the hands yet.
How did Michael Crichton know? That was
That's
the worst
crazy.
thing. The last thing that AI will ever be able to figure out is hands.
They haven't perfected the hands yet. Hey, welcome on back to You, Me, and the Movies. Tonight we got a special request.
Special request.
Granddaddy Marcus.
Coming in hot.
What are we watching?
Westworld.
Oh,
Yeah.
sci-fi western.
The original motion picture. You have seen at least the first season.
The first season of the television show, yeah.
And I have seen 2 seasons of Westworld. The first season was only the good one, in my opinion. But here's what Marcus says about his pick this month.
Okay.
Hi guys, so maybe my last pick wasn't exactly the Mrs. Cup of Tea. To my defense, Cronenberg's output is at least not as weird as David Lynch's.
That's good.
So how about a little reward for her angelic patience? Maybe a flick which covers 2 of her favorite genres. Let's try the 1973 classic Westworld by legendary author Michael Crichton. My shout out this month goes to the YouTube channel Tyler Butterworth the Syrup on YouTube, and watch his ongoing quest tasting and rating MREs. Meals Ready to Eat,
yeah.
From all over the globe. Check him out.
Oh, I actually think I'd like that.
So Butterworth the Syrup.
All right.
Check him out on YouTube.
Okay.
All right, so Westworld.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yeah, wonder how similar this will be to the television show.
I don't know. Yeah, it was one of my dad's favorite novels.
Yeah.
He was a big fan, so...
Sci-fi. He likes sci-fi, he likes westerns, so...
Best of both worlds.
There you go.
That's right.
Well, should we jump in and head on into Westworld?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Let's do it.
But first, like, comment, subscribe, come hang out with us, and if you want to be like Marcus...
You can check out our Patreon link down below. You'll be able to snag one of our special request slots. You can also get early access, full common access, plus up to our checks. Link down there. Check it out. Let's watch Westworld.
Here we go.
Jeez. Sorry, excuse me.
Is this the size it's going to be the whole time?
Sure.
Well, as we've always said, Delos is the vacation of the future today. At Delos, you get your choice of the vacation you want. There's medieval world, Roman world, and of course, Westworld.
Who needs a 70-inch TV when you can have a 30-inch TV?
Well, Westworld is the same thing, only it's for real. I shot 6 people. Well, they weren't real people.
What Mr. Lewis means is he shot 6 robots.
Well, they may have been robots. I mean, I think they were robots. I know they were robots.
So he might have killed real people? Ooh. I want to go to Roman world and medieval world.
Right?
And I was in Roman world.
What is the one thing that stands out in your mind about
Chop
Roman
heads off with
world?
swords?
Oh, well, I think it would be
The sandals.
the man. I just feel marvelous. I mean, it's just a warm, glowing place to be.
She went to a lot of bathhouses.
She was a Roman hooker. You can just see it now.
Goodbye.
She boinked every Roman soldier she could find.
What is your name?
Yeah.
Believe this, but I've just been the sheriff of Westworld for the last 2 weeks.
Did it seem real to you, sir?
It's the realest thing I ever done. I mean that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the sheriff.
I married a beautiful princess.
Is that something you always dreamed of doing, sir?
Oh, my life.
His wife isn't very nice, apparently.
Was it worth $1,000 a day?
That's actually a steal, right? $1,000 a day?
If it's real.
Right? If it really feels that real.
Yeah.
$1,000 a day, that's a steal. I mean, we couldn't afford it, but... Somebody could, I'm sure.
Would you go to Westworld? Or Roman world? Or medieval world?
Well, Westworld for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in another lifetime I lived in the Wild West. The whole concept is just brilliant, isn't it?
Robots that you can have sex with and kill?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
I'm just curious. How much do they weigh?
3 or 4 pounds.
Is that James Gardner?
Mm-hmm.
Gardner? Did I say that right? Gardner?
Hey,
Maverick, right? Maverick
what about the
himself?
thing where you go like this over the gun?
Fanning.
Yeah.
What about it?
Is that hard to do?
It's not.
Now, when they give you the gun belt, does it have those strings to tie around your leg?
If that's the kind you want.
That's the kind I want. I think it's probably better for quick draws, you know?
All depends.
Yeah.
I had the one without the strings.
And you could draw fast?
Well, string just keeps it stable to your leg. So if you're moving a lot.
Right, like if you're going to be running, you want the one with the string.
The orientation on the resort will now begin. Please put on your earphones.
Don't you want to listen?
I heard it the last time.
He's been here before.
A lusty treat for the senses in the setting of delightful, decadent Pompeii. Here the traveler experiences...
That's where she's going.
They're going to different worlds.
A lusty world.
The ladies love a Roman world, huh?
Stand by. Locking in now.
High-tech hovercraft.
Welcome to Delos. Please go to your color-coded tram, which will take you to the world of your choice. Welcome to Delos. Please go to your color-coded tram.
It's the best colored world, too.
Blue.
John Blaine.
Peter Martin.
Thank you.
You say his name is John Dwayne?
John Blaine.
Oh, John Blaine.
Your stay in Western
Was she,
Probably.
You there, please do whatever you want.
That's amazing.
And you should feel
Supposedly
free
you
to
really
indulge
can't
with
tell.
every whim.
Except by looking at the hand.
Not be afraid of hurting anything or of
Like
hurting
AI
They haven't
hands.
perfected the hands yet.
How did Michael Crichton know? That was
That's
the worst
crazy.
thing. The last thing that AI will ever be able to figure out is hands.
They haven't perfected the hands yet. Love it.
Nothing can go wrong.
Nothing can go wrong. Famous last words. I mean, think about it, $1,000 a day, right? It's like $3,000 for a long weekend.
Yeah.
You're going to spend about that much if you go on vacation pretty much
Disneyland.
anywhere, right?
Yeah, if it's all inclusive.
Yeah.
$1,000 a day is not that bad, actually. Like, hotels are like $400, $500 a night anyways, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, under 200 is pretty damn near impossible to find anymore.
I wonder, like, what do they give you, like, a budget for the day, too? Like, they give you some Western money to
Probably.
spend,
They probably give you some
gamble
cash,
and
right?
Spend on whores.
Spend on a horse.
They give you a fistful of dollars.
Dinner at 7, breakfast at 6:30. Get lunch on your own. Couple of places in town to eat.
Just a minute.
Fingers.
Fingerprints.
And they're like weird wrinkles too, go the opposite direction.
Yeah.
I'm paying $1,000 a day for this? It's authentic. Well, at least they could have made it a little more comfortable. That's the point. This is really the way it was.
Yeah, real immersive experience, right?
He's probably gonna go rob a bank.
Definitely. Hey, yay, yay.
First stop, saloon.
What'll it be?
Whiskey.
What about you?
Vodka martini on the rocks with a twist of lemon. Very dry, please.
Give him whiskey. He's new in town.
Vodka martini.
You gotta get into the feel of the thing.
I feel silly.
Well, you look silly. I'm ordering a martini in a Western saloon.
There's no way to get hurt here. Just enjoy yourself.
Also, if you shoot another human, it doesn't actually hurt him.
Yeah, isn't that... Don't you remember that? Isn't that a thing? Or it's not supposed to?
It's like a paintball gun or something.
Say. God. Give me this.
Puts hair on your chest.
The man in black.
Give this boy a bib. Go on. He needs his mama.
Kill him.
Ooh.
You talk too much.
You say something, boy.
But it's just like, you gonna do something or what? It took 3 shots to take him down, huh? He was a robot, right?
Definitely.
Wow. Hey, John. How do I know I'm not going to kill another guest with this thing? Try it.
Shoot him?
Yeah.
Go on, shoot.
Oh, what happened?
Shoot!
The gun has a sensing device. It won't fire at anything with high body temp. Only something cold like a machine.
Huh. Well, that's how they do it. High-tech safety.
Except for the guy shot the mirror and his reflection was in the mirror. You would think that that would have...
There's nothing hot in front of it.
You would think that it would have some sort of radiant heat from his body in the mirror.
Kind of, no.
Huh? Alright.
You think mirrors reflect your body heat?
Maybe. I mean, probably a little, don't you think?
It's not how mirrors work.
I think any reflective surface would reflect body heat in some sort of way.
I'd love to go to medieval world. It'd be like medieval times, but you actually get to compete.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Except for the outfits are kind of weird.
Miss Carrie has a real nice saloon down at the end of the street.
Now, I won't have talk of that woman in this house. Not over my dinner.
Food's real good, ma'am.
Thank you, stranger. You're a gentleman of some breeding.
Isn't she terrific?
Yeah, their finger joints are like ribbed.
Yeah, I told you, they're like inside out.
Yeah.
Welcome to the brothel. Women of every flavor for you.
That's Cindy and Arlette. Arlette's from Paris.
She's great at French kissing, I bet.
Hey, look at John. Listen.
Why don't you just go on upstairs and we'll reckon accounts later.
John, those sound good to me. Are those two girls machines?
Now, how can you say a thing like that?
Does it matter? Guess maybe it does to him.
What's going on?
They're robbing the bank.
Hey, maybe we ought to go help out first.
Look, Pete, this is better.
Probably is.
He's like, you'll get your chance to fight a bank robber tomorrow.
There is something I have to tell you. I don't know if it matters, but it matters to me.
She only speaks French, right?
I haven't ever had a,
Does she speak? She doesn't look happy.
Robots don't have emotions.
Couldn't they fake emotions?
They got kissing down, apparently. What does that mean?
Recharging? Software update?
Software update?
Firmware update?
Have trouble with the hands, but the tits, they got those down.
John, this place is really fun.
We gotta clean it up while everybody's sleeping.
Yep. Robot loader.
Is it just a light? What are they doing?
Yeah, putting up lights to clean up the mess. Horse, too.
For sure that's a real horse.
Oh, is it? Stiffened up real fast.
Just the legs sitting. You can see the horse's legs through the window. It's like it never happened. Are we gonna get to see how the sausage is made?
Definitely.
Now, is it supposed to be smoking?
I don't know. Imagine being an extra. Alright, just pretend to be dead. You're a robot now.
Balance servo again?
Yeah, she fell over this afternoon. I think it's a sensor. But if it's a central unit, we'll have to open her up.
Well, you get a confirmation before you do that.
So much high-tech stuff.
What's he in for?
Central malfunction.
Another one?
Uh-oh. Trending?
Well, despite our corrections, the breakdown rate continued to climb. Then medieval world began to have trouble. Now we're seeing more Western world breakdowns. And there's a clear pattern here which suggests an analogy to an infectious disease process, spreading from one resort area to the next.
Computer virus?
Looks like it.
But we aren't dealing with ordinary machines here. These are highly complicated pieces of equipment, almost as complicated as living organisms. In some cases, they've been designed by other computers. We don't know exactly how they work.
Designed by other computers? So they have AI designing these robots?
Oh boy. That's not good. If they don't know how they actually work, what the hell?
Not ideal.
Ready on 6, on 5, on 4, on 3, on 2. Activate now.
What about the guests that have been sleeping inside the park? What if they want to get up early?
No early risers.
She slept over. Wasn't that the same girl that...
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Is that guy supposed to be back?
I don't think so.
Fanning the hammer there.
Changed. There's a law here now. You can't go around plugging whoever you please.
But, Sheriff, it was self-defense. Judge will be here next week. If I were you, I wouldn't trouble over your friend here. Judge Benson likes to hang him.
He's gonna have to be in jail for a week? Does he have to pay for that? They're gonna do a jailbreak. What's his plan?
Jailbreak. Like you said.
Sending in a decoy?
Totally. There's a gun in that hamburger.
There's a key in his coffee.
There's a note underneath it.
He's got his gun belt. I think all the horses are robots. All of them?
Probably.
Is there a bomb in his meal? Hopefully that wasn't a human. That one guy was the sheriff for the week he was there.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do now?
Well, the way I figure it, anything we want. There's no law in that town now.
I'll see.
We go in there,
We do anything we want.
Time to rob the bank.
Leave me now.
Dressed like they're in Sleeping Beauty.
These outfits are ridiculous.
I have news. The Black Knight has returned and seeks a match with you.
The Black Knight?
None other.
Is he pretty tough?
His sight is weak in his left eye. Stay to his left and you will prevail and win the day.
Confirmation of the reprogramming of that Black Knight for left lateral weakness and instability for tomorrow.
I shall see you on the morrow.
My lady.
So he has to defeat the Black Knight to be able to sleep with the queen?
Isn't the queen his wife too? Or is that a robot? Isn't he the one that came with his wife?
No, I think that's the robot.
Oh.
I thought his wife went to Roman World.
Yes, he can be sheriff anytime he wants. That is correct. Just give him the badge.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Now, I'm the new law around here. You think you can handle things? You want to try me?
Locked himself out. I don't know. Sticky door.
Didn't think so.
Oh, I love this place. I love my horse. I love my horse and I love Julie.
Uh-oh. Is that a real snake?
Looks real.
Let me handle it.
Missed it. Oh, jeez. It's real. They can't shoot it. It's real. Oh.
The snakes are cold-blooded.
Oh.
A rattlesnake struck a guest?
Yeah, he was shooting at it and he missed.
Even so, the snakes are programmed never to hit on a strike was inexcusable to injure a guest. Pick up that snake for a total post at once.
Does the rattlesnake have venom? Is it that realistic, or...?
Just puncture wounds.
Doesn't anything work around here?
Things are breaking down. Oh, and they send a 3-wheeled cart out to save him?
No, just to pick up the snake.
Oh. That's even worse. This guy's dressed like Oompa Loompas.
Whew, it's fake.
Pretty real looking fake snake.
Mm-hmm.
Logic circuits on the snake simply failed to respond. There was no sign of mechanical damage or tampering and no clue to the malfunction.
I feel we should shut down the resort for a month.
Oh, that seems rash.
The snake injured a guest. We can't allow that to happen.
First it's a snake, next it's going to be a bandit.
And not allow any further new guests to arrive. I think we can take care of the ones already here.
If we can't ensure the safety of the guests, we're going to be in desperate trouble.
But we can ensure their safety. Everything's fine.
For now.
No. The Black Knight.
Now that's just rude.
Are they the only 2 humans here?
Who knows?
So the robots can't shoot guests, but they can punch them?
Apparently.
How does this bar fight end? Kinda looks like Garth Brooks.
No.
No?
I don't think so.
I think we ought to get to know each other better, Daphne.
Better, my lord?
I can reward you well.
My lord.
Daphne.
My lord. My lord forgets himself.
Program breakdown. What's the trouble? One of the castle machines isn't responding.
refusing a guest seduction.
She rejected him.
Refusing?
Is she the one that they tried to put a different chip in?
No, I don't think so.
She refused a guest seduction, and she is a sex model.
Certainly is.
She's a sex model. Aren't they all?
Apparently not. Slept at the bar, huh?
I'm never gonna drink again.
Supper this morning for a little hair of the dog, right?
I didn't clean up the bar last night.
Nope. Or the dining room.
Hold, varlet!
I wouldn't eat that. It's been sitting out all night.
Prepare for thy doom, thou scurrilous knave, huh? Wait a minute. Can't we talk this over? What, have you no spine, varlet? The Queen!
I thought he didn't have a sword for a second. Bent a sword.
Yeah, he did.
Have at thee! He's got to get on his left side. That's where he's weak.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. He's getting winded.
Shut down. Shut down immediately.
Uh-oh.
Sensor responsive.
No.
Then cut the robot power.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
No, that's bad news bears.
Are all the robots in all the parks going to start malfunctioning now?
Definitely. It's freezing, they said. I don't know.
They're not responding.
Should we cut the main power grid, sir? That'll kill the life.
Shut it all down. Shut it all down.
He's back.
Let me do it this time. Your move.
Oh, shit.
I'm shot.
What?
I'm shot.
Uh-oh.
John?
Is he dead?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting him to die.
No. He's the famous one.
Sir, we have no control over the robots at all.
And you have 2 dead guests. That's the garage where the cleanup crew was, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing if all the robots are down there being reprogrammed and there's malfunctioning.
It almost feels like the cleanup crew didn't work last night or something. It's gonna hunt him down.
Oh, jeez. They're all killing the guests.
It's a robot revolt.
Oh, boy.
Back on.
The relays must be frozen. We can't get back our power.
Hello.
Can the robots even be killed at this point?
Probably not.
Like, will they react to getting shot?
I like what they're doing there with, like, showing us how the robots see.
Mm-hmm.
And the pixelated... I really enjoyed that, actually. Because you do wonder what a robot would see, you know?
They also talked about when they were repairing them that they were giving them new infrared.
Yeah.
And hearing. Uh-oh. Ooh, he only shot his hat off.
There's no, like, emergency exit button or anything?
Where's their security team coming in to save people?
Robots probably already killed all the cleanup crew and stuff, you know? This is not good for you, sir.
You can hear him breathing.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the rifle. He's got better range.
Mm-hmm. Not great aim, though.
Maybe that gun's not broken. Wasn't hitting a heated target.
Temperature elevated, 98 degrees.
Oxygen, 17% and dropping. Get that power on so we can open these doors.
Ow. They're gonna overheat.
Almost out of oxygen.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's trying to fix a tire.
You haven't got a chance. There must be something. Fella, don't kid yourself. There are things you could try. Acid for his visual system. No matter what you did, he'll always be one jump ahead of you. You haven't got a chance.
Where are you going? Can we follow you?
Yes, I do.
Oh. He's got confidence. No one's safe.
Oh boy.
Now, this is Ed Harris's character in the TV show, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Is he going to another part of the park, or is he actually, like, leaving the park grounds?
I don't know.
Like running into Medieval World or something? Or he's just tracking his hoof prints.
Yep. Horse hooves.
Wow, that's smart. I guess just follow the water until you find hoof prints off the water.
That'll help with the noise, too. Noise suppression. Uh-oh.
Roman World.
Thinks he might have a better chance against swords.
This is gun work still. Are these all dead guests?
Yes.
No. The underworld.
Too bad everyone in there is dead, too.
What would you do?
I mean, I would have tried to find where he is, you know. But again, too bad everyone else is already dead.
Control room's out of oxygen. It's like the Terminator.
Right.
This is why you don't build a park with robots you have no idea how they even work.
Right, that's a problem. Right? Mm-hmm.
It's the first mistake. You should know everything about them.
Acid for the eyes.
Which acid do you go with? You should have spurs. I see a lot of the T-1000 from Terminator 2, actually, right? Mm-hmm. Hope that was the right acid.
I probably would have gone with sulfuric, but it seems to be kind of effective.
It's just melting his face. I don't know about his eyes.
Get some more acid, hit him with another one. Probably smells pretty awful.
Sulfur farts.
No, it was hydrochloric acid, nuts.
It wasn't sulfuric.
No. He's coming for
Doesn't
you.
he still have his gun?
No, he lost it at the rocks when he was shooting at him.
Ooh. Think other battery operated guns, huh?
He's gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. His hands.
Bash this robot's head in. Uh-oh.
They're still awake.
I think they've run out.
They ran out of battery. The question is, do they self-charge by going into like a
sleep mode?
Yeah.
Grab a sword, dude.
Right? There's a whole wall of them on one of those walls.
He's only got heat vision now. It's messing with him. It's gotta hear your heartbeat. How about a little fire, Scarecrow? Now he's just gonna be a robot with no skin, right? Like at the end of Terminator?
You'd think his components would melt too.
Yeah. I don't know how that worked. I'd be picking up a weapon.
How else he gonna leave?
Help me.
Is she a robot?
You would have saw her hands.
It's okay. All right, all right. You're gonna be all right.
She's probably a robot, huh?
Yeah.
No.
Duh. There you go, just feed him water.
He doesn't know what's real anymore.
Burning Man's still alive, I bet.
Can't be done yet. He made it all this way. I guess his face finally falling off did him in. He's gonna make so much money off the lawsuit.
Right? The only survivor. The lone survivor.
If he ever gets out of here.
They're gonna pay him off to cover it up.
Boy, have we got a vacation for you. Vacation for you. For you. For you.
Honestly, I loved the finality of this.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously they could continue on and have Westworld or whatever, but where the television show I think lacked is that it kept going after the first season.
Yeah.
Like, it could have ended at the first season with
just the park closing.
Yep.
Right.
And that would have been a perfect place to end it. I think sometimes you try to drag on a good thing a little bit too long.
Yeah. That's where I think Westworld kind of lost it, is it didn't, the second season didn't really feel like they knew where they were going.
Yeah.
From the first season. They were like,
it should have been a one-off
right.
season.
I felt like it didn't really build on itself well enough to. The thing about the TV show is it's more about the robots fighting for their own freedom, right? They become sentient.
Yes.
And they realize, I don't want to do this anymore, right? And
yeah.
They're stuck in these loops more than it is about
honestly, it's more of like a social narrative,
breaking
right?
Loose from the programming.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, more of a social narrative. Whereas this is just a good old science fiction horror, right?
Well, yeah, but Michael Crichton is so ahead of his time. We watched the one with
The Fly?
No, Michael Crichton. We just watched
Jurassic Park?
No, we literally just watched it last month with
I don't remember anything we watched.
Tom Selleck about the robots.
Yeah. Not Last Action Hero, but
Runaway. We just watched Runaway, right? And we felt like Michael Crichton was ahead of his time talking about robots and AI. Then this is 10 years before Runaway.
Yeah, and again, AI.
When did Michael Crichton start writing books?
I don't know, but man, ahead of his time.
I don't know.
Brilliant, love it.
Especially knowing about the hands.
Yeah, the hands.
They can't
figure out the hands. But, that made me laugh so hard at the beginning.
But yeah, it's crazy how this was 1973 when this movie came out, so the book probably came out a couple years before that.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's just
early 70s.
Crazy to think that this came out before Terminator.
And we're getting closer and closer to it in reality, which is creepier and creepier.
AI going on right now. We got sex robots, robotics.
I mean, pretty soon when the two converge,
toys.
In the next 20 years, when the two converge, we're going to be looking at
somebody's going to start in a music park and this was also like right after Disneyland opened. Like this is 10 years after Disneyland kind of opened, and it was kind of
amusement parks were like a big deal.
Big deal, right? And they're like, well, what if the robots? You're thinking it's my crowd probably thought going through like It's a Small World, be like, what if all these robots came to life?
Yeah,
like all the animatronics, right? And they started attacking people. Yeah. So, or like Pirates of the Caribbean tried to kill you, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, what if it was a Western amusement park? So I could see where he kind of got the inspiration from just going on like a Disneyland ride and being like, well, these are just animatronics. What if they were, robotic humans, right?
Yeah, well, I did like the season of Westworld that I watched. I liked this much more.
Yeah.
And
pretty well contained.
But also, Ed Harris makes a better villain.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah,
as
he's
the Man
just
in Black,
a great villain.
It kind of makes me want to watch the first season again just to compare and contrast recently. So, and see all the differences. Because I felt like, there's some twists in that first season with all the robots and stuff. So, yeah, there was no love story. That's one of the cool things about the TV show. Is
there was
the love story part. This one is kind of just just about the sci-fi horror aspect of it. But I wasn't expecting James Brolin to be the one of them that.
Is it James Brolin or James?
Yeah, it's Josh
Gardner.
It's James Brolin. It's Josh Brolin's dad.
Oh, I'm confused. They look the same to me.
He was the one that got shot.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I thought it was James Gardner who plays Maverick, right? They look very similar, so sorry about that.
Well, this is 73.
I got it wrong.
Yeah. Pretty good. Written and directed by Michael Crichton. So he directed this one and Runaway.
Nice.
And all these are the 70s and 80s. And it's hard to imagine. This is 50 years old now at this point.
Yeah. He also did Jurassic Park.
I know.
Crazy. Like brilliance. Love it.
Yeah.
Some of the best stories.
Some of the best sci-fi, like fantasy, like what happens,
storytelling.
What if,
yeah,
right?
Love it.
And like he sees what's coming, and it's crazy. What was your favorite moment of Westworld?
Well, the hookers, obviously. No.
Mine. Can't get hands right, but those tits.
That part was my favorite. The hands part, like it's just look at the hands. They can't figure out the hands.
I was hoping we would see some nudity, so you could be like, well, I can see why you think it's real.
Yeah,
right? But they didn't show any of the brothel girls.
No, this was a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, what do you got to say to Markus?
Thanks so much, Markus. I actually really enjoyed this.
Yeah,
love it.
Good pick, Markus. So, anything else? What should people comment on?
Favorite part of the movie?
Yeah, what's your favorite part of Westworld?
And which world would you visit?
Yeah, what part of Westworld or
Westworld, Roman world, or medieval world?
Delos. Which part of Delos would you visit?
Yeah.
And how do you compare this to the television show?
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks so much for hanging out. Come back next week for something else, and thank you to Markus.
Yeah, and if you want to be like Markus, check out our Patreon link. You might be able to snag one of those special request slots. You can also get early access, full comment, access to pull ups, pick and watch next. Link down there. Check it out. Until next time, have a good one.
Bye.